I think if I hear you call me Becky one more time, six-pack, I'm gonna pop your tops. All six of them.
Who are you?
Hey there, this is Matt once again. As you can tell by my voice, I'm still sick. As you know what happened after I did those series of reviews, I kind of lost my voice. I might have bronchitis, I'm not sure. So I know this would be a great voice to listen to, but this is one of those things that I know people are waiting for these reviews, and I don't want to make them wait too long. So I figured I would push through and do them. Again, I just want to apologize ahead of time for my voice and all that. There we go, put a little bit more light on my face. So again, I apologize. And with me being sick, it'll take a while for me to get better. That's usually how it goes, at least a week or so. And I'm like, I don't want to have people wait too long for their requests. Of course, I'm talking about films like this. This is a request for Charles. If you want to request pretty much any type of reviews or videos, reactions, whatever, you put a request either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both links are down below in the info box. If not, no worries, but if so, thank you so much. Now, We Belong Together. I didn't know what the hell this film was. Apparently this is the first film that BET Network had as an original film. Because anytime I try to look up info, I kept finding info for the Mariah Carey song, We Belong Together. So I'm like, what the hell is this movie? But it came out 2018. And if you've seen one kind of this film, you've seen them all. You've seen Fatal Attraction. Hell, have you seen A Thin Line Between Love and Hate? Have you seen any of these type of films? Then you know what the hell's going to happen. Only it's not much in terms of direction and film quality. It might as well be a Hallmark Channel, Lifetime Channel film. I mean, it's made for BET. It's made for a network. So it's not like it's a big theatrical production. And it just goes a lot of times through the fucking cliches, through the fucking... It's like, okay, let me guess. You have a crazy bitch? Check. You have a clueless guy? Check. You have someone who dies? Check. The lead gets blamed? Check. So a loved one, an ex, or a wife, or a kid, or someone gets threatened? Check. Cop can't do shit? Check. Boom, there's your movie. For the most part, it's so fucking by the numbers that made you go, why was this even made in the first place? There was that one film, to be honest, I haven't seen, but I've seen trailers and clips of. There was a film called Obsessed with Beyonce and Idris Elba. Even that seemed better than this. based on the trailers for that. And I've heard that's not that good of a movie either. But this... one of the first fucking scenes is in a jail, and someone goes, "I left my dear sweet baby in his dirty diaper." And I thought that I still haven't put the damn bottle down. Maybe before making this film, writing the script, you should put the bottle down. All the way down. Downtown. I mean, because it was made for BET, it's pretty much PG-13, so when it gets to the sex scenes, it's PG-13 quality. There's nothing that violent in the film that you don't see. The actual story, the guy, Thomas, he's recently divorced. He's a college professor. There's a backstory where he had his baby's son, and when he came back, his son was dead and doesn't know what happened. And that gets into one of the scenes of how shitty this film is. So shitty it killed my voice. This long, like 2-3 minute scene of him discussing the death of his baby son. After all that, she asks, "So this is what you want? To not drink again?" And this guy still doesn't get the red flag. You just spent 3 minutes talking about your baby son dying, and the only thing she says is, "So, you don't want to drink again?" I can imagine this guy if he had a flag the son of fucking, the size of fucking Jupiter or Uranus, he still wouldn't get the fucking hint. The crazy bitch you see at the beginning, she gets out of a jail, she takes pills. Sometimes the direction is wonky because at times they'll abruptly cut to slow-mo. Like there's a scene in a fucking classroom where all of a sudden it's slow-mo as he's walking and she's looking at him. Then it cuts to normal. I kind of get what they were trying to go with, but it just seems so abrupt and so out of the blue that it just almost becomes laughable. There's this girl who's an assistant to the professor. Obviously, the crazy bitch doesn't like her. Shows she takes pills, puts on lipstick, talks like a bimbo in the mirror. Strangles that teacher's assistant, throws her off the balcony. I'm like, wow, that escalated quickly. You've had like one classroom session with this guy. Talked to him maybe once or twice. And even though she's taking these pills, obviously these pills don't do shit because they escalate to her strangling and killing this teacher assistant off the fucking balcony. And then I'm like, wow, that escalated really fucking quickly. Great justice system. Glad you let her out. Glad you gave her these pills that don't do shit. The lead guy, he just comes off as a pussy. One giant pussy. There's a point where they're in the car and she's touching him. It's like, stop. Stop. More weak than my fucking voice. And I got an excuse. The dialogue is shit. When he's talking to his ex-wife, and the ex-wife's like, you know, that bottle became your shoulder to cry on instead of me. Where is my shoulder? I don't know. Do your own fucking shoulder. I don't know. So again, the lead guy's so fucking clueless. There's so many clues, so many signs, so many neon signs, so many warning signs, but he does it anyway with this girl, even letting her tie him up. And there's even a bit where after tying him up, she force feeds him alcohol, and he is an Alcoholics Anonymous. But even after that, he seems fine with her. Finally, he gets phone messages of, who the hell do you think you are ignoring me? Then his ex-wife gets hit by a car. We don't see this because the movie's too cheap. But we found it after it, where she gets put into a medically induced coma. And oh, lo and behold, as soon as he says, I love you, then she wakes up. How convenient. So yeah, it shows how cheap this film is. You can't even show the accident the ex-wife didn't hit. And sometimes this movie's really stupid. The cops, of course, like these movies, they think he did something about it. Oh, this woman you talked about, she doesn't exist. I think, well, wait a minute. What about the cafe? This lady worked at a cafe, apparently. She had the uniform on. When you asked the people at the cafe, and the people would have seen it. Or better yet, you know those messages you got, buddy? Where it says, oh, don't ignore me, and other psychobabble horseshit? Why don't you play those messages for the cops? I don't see why you would delete these messages. I would keep them as any kind of fucking evidence. Either he deleted them and he's stupid, or he fucking forgot about them to show the cops and he's stupid. Play your fucking phone messages of the psycho bitch talking to you. But what do I know, right? What do I know? And the daughter goes missing. The lead finds her tied up. That was all a ploy for the evil bitch to attack the ex-wife, who's now okay, but she's back at home. Beats the fuck out of her. And then the ending is almost like they're trying to rip off a thin line between love and hate. Like someone's in a wheelchair and they're right by a swimming pool. I'm like, what the fuck? Are they ripping off A Thin Line Between Love and Hate, which was a comedy? Martin Lawrence, crazy bitch, other woman in a wheelchair, there's a guy dumped in the pool. No. Granted, in The Thin Line Between Love and Hate, it was all of them going into the pool, and Martin Lawrence been shot, but I'm like, really? The swimming pool thing? Maybe she wasn't tied up in a wheelchair in Thin Line Between Love and Hate. It's not exact, but it seemed very similar to that. And the ending was the worst part of all, because it cuts to black. Then it's 2 months later. Then, even though it's been 2 months, the lead and his ex-wife are talking to the cops still. And oh, the psycho bitch has a brother. Psycho bitch has a brother. And the brother has the garbage security guard lets her out of her asylum where she's at now. The cop, you hear the voiceover, you're gonna be okay, she won't bother you anymore. Psycho bitch looks into the camera after her brother let her out. Ending. Cut the credits. Did you seriously fucking tell me that you gave this a sequel bait ending? You think there's gonna be a We Belong Together 2? So after all this cliche, boring, by the numbers, not that greatly acted movie, production value that of course it's a fucking made for TV, made for cable film. It's not sexy because the sex scenes are fucking PG-13 quality. It's not that violent. It's not that creative. There's really nothing. There's some awkward moments in the direction. There's some bad fucking writing. There's some dumb fucking decisions. The lead guy just comes off as a fucking moron. The ending is anticlimactic. The psycho bitch doesn't get any just desserts, doesn't get any comeuppance, so you don't even get that. At least back in the day when you saw Fatal Attraction, The Hand That Rocks the Cradle, even films like Unlawful Entry, Pacific Heights, those villains would get their comeuppance. Not here. No, we get a sequel bait ending. This is a useless, pointless piece of shit film in this category. Go watch Fatal Attraction again. Hell, go watch A Thin Line Between Love and Hate again. That's even better than this. There's plenty of movies fucking better than this. Fuck this movie. So thanks for watching. Take care. We'll see you guys later. Bye bye. Fuck.